Jen Burley from the Oregonian. Two-part question. Do you have an idea of what kind of defense you want to run, or will you leave that up to the defensive coordinator? And then also, you went from a pro style to a spread offense at USF. What kind of offense are you going to run here?
First question, I just want a really good defense. I don't care how it looks. I want it to be really good. You know, I want to stop people from scoring touchdowns. So however that is, and whatever it takes to stop people from scoring, that's what we want to do. You know, and then offensively, you'll see a spread out. You know, you'll see some similarities in what we've been doing before, but you also see a lot of different things that we've been doing around here before. So it'll be spread out, and it'll be up-tempo. You know, it'll be fast. It'll be tough. It'll be exciting, for sure.
On the left, Sky.
Back at Sky Muller, K-Val here in Eugene. Willie, you mentioned you're ready to start recruiting. I think another area that you're going to need a little recruiting is a fan base that's started to have a little frustration over the last year when they didn't get the results they wanted to see. And what would you say to the season ticket holders and to Oregon fans out there to bring them back and fill up Autzen Stadium?
Buckle up, because it's going to be fun. We're going to get out there. We're going to go, like I said, recruit the best of the best. And you should here at the University of Oregon. We don't have to settle for anything. And I look at our football program, and the University of Oregon is a national brand. And we're going to go over the entire country to find the best of the best. We only get 25 each year, and that's the limit, okay? And I'm pretty sure there's 25 really good football players out there that we can find to come here that fit what we want to do and accomplish what we want to get accomplished here, you know. But before we go out around the country, we're going to take care of the state of Oregon first. We're going to put a fence around here and keep our best football players here in the state. We cannot let them leave here. We can't, and we will not. Whatever, we got to shackle them up and just hold them hostage here, but we're not going to let them out of here.
Front and center, Lindsay again.
Lindsay Schnell, Sports Illustrated. My question is actually for Rob. Rob, I'm curious, can you pinpoint what sold you, on Willie when you were talking? Was there a particular thing he said or the way he acted that made you think this is our guy?
Well, I think it's what you're seeing here today, Lindsay. He's just full of enthusiasm. He connects with players. He's done 2 rebuilds. He's got connections on the West Coast. He can recruit. He can build a culture. He has great relationship with players. Everywhere we turned, all that was very consistent from everyone that we talked to. So, those were the priorities we look for, and the priorities that Willie mentioned here today. The basis is in academics. He's really about changing young people's lives during their time here, and also has a strong belief that he can win football games. We can win football games together while he's doing all the other priorities.
We got time for 2 more. We're going to Hayden in the middle here.
Hey, Willie, right here. Hayden Herrera at the NBC 16 in Eugene. Just wondering, what's the biggest thing you took away from your time in the Pac-12? You're no stranger to this conference, and how has the conference changed since you left?
The biggest, I say not necessarily, what I learned is some really good football here in this conference, really good conference. You got to come ready to play every single week. And the difference is some of the teams that were up when I was in the conference back in, we started in 2007, those teams aren't up right now. And the teams that were down, they're up there now. And that's part of the change that usually happens in football. And again, when I was at Stanford, the University of Oregon was up, and some of the other schools wasn't. We were building there at Stanford to get up, and now Stanford's one of the better teams in the conference. So that's probably the difference at all.
In the middle, last question.
I'll make it a 5-parter then.
You really will.
No, okay. Just 2 parts. First one, a lot of people are excited that maybe you can bring a bunch of players from Florida up here to Oregon. Is that a plan of yours to maybe try and recruit that hotbed harder than anyone ever has? And then the second part is, clearly there's only a dozen or so African-American head coaches in Division I football. How much of a problem do you think that is? What do you think can be done to change that? And does that add pressure to you to succeed, to make sure you can help open doors for others?
We're going to, like I said, we're going to recruit the entire country. And Florida will be one of those states to recruit some really good football players down there and some really good speed down there. And I know there's kids down there that love the University of Oregon and would love to come out here. So we're going to recruit Florida, but like I said, we're going to recruit the entire nation. We're going after the best that's out there. Your last question, is there any pressure on me? No, I take pride in being an African-American coach, we're going to call it. Take pride in that, and I know there's a lot of folks counting on me to do well, and I tend to continue to do well and impress them, and changing it, it's just, everybody's different. I think each individual is different, and the more we get educated, the more we get opportunities. I think you'll see more African-American coaches, but again, right now, I mean, I really don't look at it that way. I'm a football coach, you know, and that so happened to be African-American, and but I want to do a great job for all coaches, you know, for all coaches, and set a great example to inspire other coaches to do great things.